Ed. I'm doing good. How are
Thank
you?
you. We're pretty good. We've got a lot of ground to cover. And Connor, I'll tell you, we didn't go over this, but I'm going to go ahead and start us out right now. You're listening to the Ebony Raymer. We're going to forego all the music and everything because we've got some important things to go over here, folks. And you listen to Ebony Raymer Show. I'm your host, Ed Raymer. The show's produced here at the studios, WGNS, AM 1450, 100.5, 101.9 FM, right here in the heart of the great volunteer state, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Now, you can reach us tonight with your questions, your comments, at 615-893-1450. That's 615-893-1450. That's the call letters for this station, the call numbers, 1450 AM. You can also send us a text. If you're a little too shy to go on the air, we understand. We'll keep your name out of it and your number. And, of course, as I told you, our guest is Matt Fee. Glad to have Matt here tonight. We've got some other folks that hopefully will be calling in. I'm hoping Hope Oliver will call in. And she's not going to?
No.
Okay. She might offend us anyway if she did. We rebuke her.
I don't know
anyway.
about that.
Yeah,
we would
whatever.
never do that.
I know. Yeah. This is crazy. You can find us right here at WGNS Radio, the old radio.com, or your radio, WGNSradio.com. The radio in your car, the radio in your house at 1450 AM, 100.5, 101.9 FM. You can go on Facebook Live, and yes, we are on YouTube Live at News Radio WGNS. That's News Radio WGNS. All my broadcasts are there, along with the other fine broadcast here. You can download the WGNS app, take WGNS with you wherever you go, and listen whenever you wish. Angela Bingham was here earlier. She did a great job tonight, had a great guest, fine young man, and we're glad that she's always on the air. And check her out, her and Angie Marie doing just a fantastic job with Simplicity. They're on every Sunday. Okay, Matt, we were at a meeting together Monday night.
Monday night, that's right. So a little quick backstory. A lot of this came together over the weekend, the week before. I think I'd noticed a social media post from someone that said, hey, Rutherford County is now pending a 287G agreement with ICE.
Right.
So just so everybody knows, a 287G is basically like it gives local police ability to do work for ICE in, either as themselves or in the jail or whatever. So having noticed that, that was the first time it had come up. I don't know how long it had been pending, but basically you can go to ICE's website and you can see all of the, law enforcement agencies that are pending any kind of agreement with ICE, or all the ones that are actually active. And it was noticed, excuse me, Rutherford County is now showing pending for a warrant service officer. Sure. Okay. So I mentioned, hey, if you want to say something about it, there's a public safety meeting coming up on Monday. Let's go there and say you want to talk about the sheriff's report.
Sure.
And so that's how we got there. There was multiple groups involved, especially Remix TN. They're like a immigrant, the advocacy group. And they did a lot of work with coordinating and getting people to sign up for public comment at that meeting on Monday.
Sure.
And it was a full house. There was a lot of people there on Monday. A surprising.
We had a full house.
It was a full house.
Right.
Honestly, it was surprising to me how many people actually came and showed up, and there was at least a dozen people that came and gave public comment. Every single one of them against Rutherford County.
Every single one.
Every single
Not
one
one
of them.
for. And I think the chair at the meeting, Pettis Reed, had said there were 14 that had signed up. Mm-hmm. But everyone, however many it was, and I think was a dozen.
I think maybe 12
like
actually were there.
One or two couldn't make it or didn't make it, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But they are against this.
Yeah. Every single one of them.
Not one.
Not a single one. And, I will give thanks to the committee at least because, they do have rules at these county commission committees at least where technically if the item is not on the agenda, they don't have to let people give public comment. That is
True.
That is
That's
their
right.
own rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Now at the full county commission, that they have every month. It's different. You can go and give public comment on whatever you want. But I do appreciate that they let people get up there, just because there had been so much discussion and activity that happened just within a couple of days.
That's right.
Even the day of that meeting.
Over the weekend.
And on Monday. I think most of the people that signed up to speak signed up on Monday. Right? They signed up that day. And so, I do appreciate that they allowed that to happen on that day. But
we hope that they are listening tonight, and you're welcome to call in 615-893-1450. Now, here's the rub. At the public safety meeting, as we mentioned, everyone, those that spoke, all against this. Now, what we're talking about with ICE, we're talking about the guys that are coming in with the mask, and they don't have to have a reason, to my knowledge. They can come in and just pick you up and take you off, and I guess do what they want, whatever. Yeah. Trump has given them where to do it. They're going to fool around. Someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. And basically, we don't know who these people are.
Right.
To my knowledge, they're a bunch of thugs.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? And we were talking about this a little bit earlier, before we came on the air. The agreement that was pending at the time was for a warrant service officer. To my knowledge, what that means is that if someone is brought into the Rutherford County Jail and ICE has a civil warrant against that person, then Rutherford County Sheriff's deputies can serve that warrant on that person in the jail.
Right.
Whereas before, ICE would have to come and do that themselves. Okay?
Okay.
So even though it may be, let's call it the least of the bad options in these 287G agreements with ICE, to me, the fact of the matter is that Rutherford County is entering into an agreement with ICE. I don't care what model it is. I don't care that you're, whether it's the one that sends deputies out into the community to do, task force work.
Right.
I don't want that one. I don't want them doing anything on ICE behalf because it's just like what you said. We see these videos and reports every single day right now where ICE is just disappearing people off the street for almost no reason whatsoever, except for the fact
the color
that they
of their
have
skin.
that their color of their skin doesn't look like they should be here. Right. Or not that they shouldn't be here, but that they're
they don't think they should be
they
here.
Just assume
I'm gonna call it what
they
it
just
is.
assume that they're undocumented.
And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this: I don't want to put any words in the chairman of the Democrat Party's mouth. I don't mean to do that, but I'm telling you, this bunch is dangerous. Someone is going to get hurt. Someone's going to get killed. Now, I know you say, oh, well, that's Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That couldn't. Let me tell you something. They didn't think it would happen in Washington, D.C. either, but it's happening.
Yeah.
And now there's talk of Chicago.
Yeah.
And now major cities, and I've been watching the news this weekend, and I know, okay, the cable news things, I know they need something to keep them on the air, but many of the states are now they're looking at redistricting because of the very problems we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's causing all this.
I mean, they don't want to hear from the other side, right?
No.
The redistricting is
because
because
we've got
they
people
know
right here in this county don't want to hear from us.
They know that people are upset with the way that things are going, right? The economy, right? Your prices are going up. And that is 100% because, tariffs are contributing to that.
Sure.
The big, beautiful bill that passed earlier this summer, right? I mean, we're seeing impacts of that right here in Rutherford County. Just this past week, the county school board had to talk about, increased health insurance premiums for, workers in the county school system. And that basically, the total cost to the county is $7 million and that they are going to have to send 75% of that to the teachers and the custodians and the administrative staff, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, the reason I fully expect my health insurance premiums to go up too, right? So, I mean, all of these things all together, right, are leading to a really bad election for Republicans in 2026. Whether it's, immigration policies, economic policies, you name it, they're screwing up on every every angle.
And what is your complaint?
And so, yeah. and so what are they going to do? They're going to change the districts, right? Change the districts so that way they can try and hold on to these majorities that they have in Washington. But, the things that are happening at the national level, now these things are starting to, we're recognizing them here at the local level, just here in Rutherford County.
Right here in Rutherford County.
Right here in Rutherford County.
Exactly right.
The same thing about the health insurance premiums. I even heard them say in the same meeting at the school board that county employees were going to get stuck with 100%, not 75%, 100% of that cost increase. So, the things that they're doing in Washington are impacting us right here in Rutherford County.
And you wouldn't think a tariff would do that, but it has.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen reports.
Of course it is.
We haven't seen anything yet. Wait till after the 1st of next year. And a lot of this that Medicaid, the cuts that they're going to make are not scheduled to be implemented until after the elections of next year.
Yeah. But I mean, like the health insurance stuff.
So people won't feel the pain. I don't know what those families are going to do.
Yeah.
And no one's talking about this. Okay? I mean, folks, we've got people. This is a serious situation. If you're not listening, for God's sakes, get on the phone, call someone tonight. Tell them to listen in. We're trying to do something here, okay? Is it the end of the world? No, it's not that. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about right here in this county. Now, I want to bring this up, and Matt, you handle this any way you want, okay? On Monday, the sheriff stood before us, because I was at the meeting, you were at the meeting, at Rutherford County Courthouse, second floor, and said he had no intention of signing it. He could not sign into any agreement with ICE to this effect, to the effect we were speaking of at that time. Please correct me as I go.
His exact quote, I have it right here in front of me.
All right.
He does not have the authority to sign a contract with ICE.
Okay. That's what I heard as well.
Yeah.
Now, I know Mike Fitzhugh. I've talked to him on several occasions. I have his numbers in my phone, both of them. If he wants to call in, he's more than welcome to. He knows that. He has an open invitation. He can come up here and do what he wants. I don't care. I've considered Sheriff Fitzhugh a friend or a very good acquaintance. Okay, used to work for his father out there down at the airport. It's where Raymer Brothers went down. We worked for his father, Steve Fitzhugh, right down there where the airport is at Smyrna. Fine man. Okay? Fine people. This is what he stated on Monday. Matt, am I correct?
That is correct.
On Wednesday, there is a report from WKRN in Nashville, the 28th, that they have an agreement that had been signed.
Yeah.
Now, am I correct? And correct me as I go.
You are 100% correct, Ed.
Okay.
So what has happened in the time since that meeting on Monday? When we went to the meeting on Monday.
Which he said he had no intention of doing.
He said he did not have the authority to sign a contract. Now, me, personally, I feel like it's semantics, right?
Sure.
Because what a 287G is it's more like a memorandum of understanding, an MOU, it is still an agreement, right? Most people in general are going to use the term contract, agreement, or MOU. They're interchangeable to most people. Right.
Sure.
Some people will rely on technical definitions and say, well, it's not a contract. It's a memorandum. And it's an MOU.
Sure.
Right? So, that's a technicality.
A play on words.
To me,
it's a play on words.
To me, it's not very transparent. Right. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. Okay. I've got more quotes from Sheriff Fitzhugh right here. This is from the meeting on Monday night. He said, quote, "We've been doing something with ICE since 1996.
Correct.
We're continuing with that today. We're not changing anything." So, to me, right, if nothing is changing, then we should not have any kind of 287G, right? Rutherford County has never had a 287G before.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We've never had any sort of contract, agreement, MOU, whatever terminology you want to use for it. There's never been one before, and now, as of Thursday, there is an official agreement. You can go onto ICE's website.
Right.
You can pull up the list of all of the approved law enforcement agencies in the United States. And
Right.
if you scroll down to the state of Tennessee, you will find Rutherford County right there on the list.
Now, to straighten out for folks out there, MOU, that is a memorandum of understanding. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what an MOU, when you hear us throw that term around, MOU, I did not know what it.
Yeah.
I didn't
But like
know
I said,
what they meant.
most people are going to throw around those terms interchangeably. Agreement, contract, MOU,
Sure.
whatever. You name
Okay.
it. To most people, that means the same thing, right? I'm entering
Sure.
into an agreement, right? And that's
Right.
where we are right now. Whether you want to call it a contract or an MOU or an agreement, to me is irrelevant. The fact of the matter is we are now signed into an agreement with ICE in Rutherford County.
Where the guys with the mask on can come in and take you. As I understand, when do we get to the point they take children out of classrooms? Do they have the authority to do that? I guess they do.
I mean, I don't know about
What
that.
I understand, they have authority to do whatever they want.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's places here in the United States where, kids are probably afraid to go to school.
I don't doubt that.
Right.
I don't doubt it.
I'm sure that that's happening in places right now already.
Right.
Right now, this is a warrant service officer, right? To me, even though this is maybe the lowest of the agreements, my thing and why I'm so adamant about this, and the Rutherford County Democratic Party, even one of the first things that we did was we passed a resolution ourselves that's asking, all the local law enforcement agencies not to cooperate with ICE.
Sure.
So at this point, we are now in a cooperation agreement with ICE. To me, it doesn't matter what level of involvement there is. Just the fact that we are associated with this agency now,
Right.
this should not be a thing. Our ask is simple, and it's very clear to the sheriff and to any other officials in Rutherford County that will listen. We need to put pressure onto the sheriff's department to cancel this agreement. And that's what we're asking for right now.
Right.
And we'll continue to ask for.
Okay. Now, I'll tell you what let's do. Thank you, Matt. And we're going to talk more about this. We welcome your calls. We welcome you. We want you, if you're sitting there, get you a cup of coffee. Listen in. Be part of this. You can watch us YouTube Live. You can see us on Facebook Live. Don't tell me you don't know how to do it. Yes, you do. If you've got a phone, you can figure out how to reach us on Facebook Live or see us. Okay? You can reach us here at the station at 615-893-1450. Now, I know many of you listen because I talk to you through the week. I run into you all the time. I'll run into you again this week. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what Rutherford County has to say about it. If you're for this thing and you're for mass people coming out and, and picking people up off the street, hey, let's hear about it. I don't think we're going to get many calls, But, if you're that type of person, you want to hear that, fine. For right now, Connor's going to take us to our first series of breaks, if you would, please, sir. And then we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you right after this. Matt Fee is with me, Chairman of the Rutherford County Democrat Party. I'm Ed Raymer for the Ed and Lee Raymer Show, back with you right after this. Stay with us. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullis Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard, right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219, or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Hello, everyone, and we are back. Ed Raymer is with you here. I'm Ed, and this is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show, and my guest is Mr. Matt Fee. He is your chairman of the Rutherford County Democrat Party. He is here to speak up for you. We welcome your calls and comments, and we have a caller on the line right now. Caller, please, you're on. Go ahead.
Mr. Raymer, Mr. Fee, how y'all gentlemen doing tonight?
Doing fine. How are you, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff.
I'm good. I just wanted to say I'm not for ICE coming into our community. I saw I guess this little, on YouTube or somewhere, a lady was talking about. She said she would be in fear if they did this. So I don't know. I'm not sure you probably won't get me calls people that are for it. I don't know why they feel necessary. And I know the sheriff said in the newspaper, he said he would never check anybody's immigration status. Never have. He never will. He said. So I don't know anything about. I don't know if y'all read.
Well,
that
it may be
that.
true, Jeff. Maybe he won't. But what about deputies that do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, if they do.
I understand.
Yeah. So I think the thing with the sheriff, what his point was on Monday is that, like, you know, he's not going to send deputies out into the community to check people's immigration status. Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, anyone that is picked up for, suspected of something and ends up at Rutherford County Jail, they are going to do that, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, okay, whatever. But like I was saying before, right? Just to me, the fact that we are now associated with this agency, ICE, who is, terrorizing communities all across the United States, I don't want to be associated with that.
No.
Not in Rutherford County.
You know what they did in Nashville? They did all that stuff. They tried to sue. The Nashville was suing them back. So, all they did up there. So, I mean, if we don't, I know Rutherford County don't want anything to do with that. As far as that.
Well, I know, and Matt, you said something before we went back on the air. Nashville is now accepting. I'm sorry, correct. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Matt was
no,
saying.
I saw, and maybe I have to look it up, but I know I think I read an article today that said, the National Guard will be providing, immigration enforcement support in Nashville. They're going to send National Guard troops in to help with administrative tasks.
And by the way, this is two different things. National Guard and the ICE. We're talking about, we're talking about a whole two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean,
like they talked about it in the National. I don't think Governor Lee said no. I think, but they talked about sending it into Memphis because they said the crime's bad over there and all this other stuff. They talked about Chicago. Of course, that mayor is pretty much put a wall up against Trump doing that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think part of the thing,
I
think part of the thing too, like when we talk about National Guard, right, and them getting sent to cities, big cities in red states, Nashville and Memphis specifically would be the two I would talk about.
Sure.
Right. I can't imagine Governor Lee standing up and say, Donald Trump, don't you dare send the National Guard in here.
He don't have
He never will.
Yeah,
they're just going to say, come on down and oppress us.
Well, we don't have any leaders here that have spine enough to do that. We
No.
got very few.
No, absolutely not.
Jeff, let me ask you, were you at the meeting Monday night? I did not see you.
No, I was not. I didn't know anything about it. If I'd known about it, I might have been. I mean, I was not, no.
Okay.
Not,
Well, I know sports. I was telling Matt before we went on, you're a sports guy, and you've been doing a lot of sports. Goodness knows it kicked off this week.
I did two football games last week. There was one Thursday night and one Friday. I had to do
Right.
I do something early in the week too. So yeah, it's going there. Tomorrow they're out of school. I don't have to worry about anything tomorrow. But what I want to tell you is I had read something here in the paper today. It's the state thing where Rutherford County has agreed to purchase land, and it's about the school system. The board of school officials. It's about $400 million. They've got a 5-year school building plan. They say it includes two new high schools. They purchased property.
Where at?
About $400 million. They didn't say where. It just said it's a 5-year school building plan, and they said it's going to include 2 high schools.
Mm-hmm.
They said that's what they've said.
Yeah.
They agreed to purchase. And they did it August 21st. I guess their last meeting. I guess.
Sure.
That's when they did it. So
Yeah, I know they're looking to buy property. I don't remember exactly where at, so don't quote me on this.
Sure.
I just know that it's kind of up towards the north end of the county, like towards Laverne.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Which is real important.
They just opened that elementary school over there on the Beatty farm. I think the elementary school they said it was going to be 900 kids eventually. Or I don't know how much it was the first year, but eventually that's how many it was going to be. I'm not sure it'll be more than that. Because I know I went a couple weeks ago. They had Riverdale's their addition. They had their ribbon cutting and all that. I know Oakland's going to be next month. I'll tell you what, Emily, if you haven't seen it, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful place. It is beautiful. I drive by it ever so often. It is a beautiful structure. They did a great job.
It's beautiful. They got out, and Smyrna's was in there last semester, spring semester. They've been in there a while, but and Oakland's going to have theirs next month. So I mean, it's beautiful. They've got so much more space in classrooms and everything else. It's really, really nice. I mean, really nice. So, but I'll get off for you guys. Just like I said, just keep in the fight, because I know, like I said, people don't think that the Democrats have any. What I hear nationally, they have nothing to stand on, and they've got no issues and all this. But now I did hear today. I don't know if Matt Fee knows, but there's a guy, Brad Gaines, who plays football in Vanderbilt. He's running for Congress, U.S. Congress.
Okay.
He's going to run Rose's seat. He's going to be the governor. Going to run for governor. He's running for Rose. He's a Republican. Going to run. Riley Gaines, his daughter, played at West Kentucky.
Okay.
Big one for no men in women's sports. She's a political activist. She wanted to be a dentist, but she's going to be a political activist now. She'll clean your teeth, and she'll ask you what party you are. Then if you're a Democrat, she'll probably charge you double. And if you don't like it, if you like Tennessee, she'll probably charge you quadruple. The ball fans, I'll charge you 4 times. Steve Reynolds, I wouldn't go to that dentist. If I saw Riley Gaines, I don't believe I wouldn't go to that dentist. I believe I'd go down the road and go to Telephone or something like this.
Okay.
So y'all hang in there, guys. Have a good week. Have a good Labor Day. See you.
Thanks,
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, that's right. It's Labor Day weekend. Thank you, Jeff Neal. Appreciate it so much.
I know. I
Labor
keep
Day
forgetting
weekend.
that it's Labor Day weekend.
I know. Yeah,
I'm
it's
telling you, like,
it all
just-
runs
it's-
together. It really does. And
Since I came into this chair role for
Right.
Rutherford County, it just feels like every day there's something new, right?
I know.
and what I mean
Yeah.
is, like, there's some sort of crazy fiasco coming from Washington,
I know.
and then even here in Rutherford County, like, trying to keep up with all the different things that happen around here on a day-to-day basis will make your head spin, and
Right.
and I'm very thankful for all the people that supported and organized and got those people out to give public comment on Monday.
Sure.
Right. And I
Right.
was telling you before, I think while we were not on the air, is that, I didn't have to give a public comment on Monday, and I was so happy about that.
No, you
Because-
didn't.
because
People were signed
Because here's
up.
the thing, I do it all the time,
Right.
right? I do it a lot. I go in front of the school board, I'll go in front of the county commission. I give public comment quite frequently, actually.
Right. Yeah.
And at some point, I know they're not listening to me.
Sure.
It's been abundantly clear that they don't listen to me. But then to have 14 people come up on that meeting on Monday and speak out against that agreement, I think speaks volumes to the energy. I want to call it the energy that's actually here in Rutherford County. Because here's the thing. I feel like the Republican Party here in Rutherford County, they're not used to hearing dissenting opinions like this.
And they don't know what to say.
And it brings up kind of I think the next thing that we wanted to talk about, right? So during that meeting on Monday, there was an exchange, and Commissioner Hope Oliver said that ICE has turned into a domestic terrorist organization.
Right.
Let me be abundantly clear. I 100% support what she said.
I do too.
I don't see anything wrong with what she said. Because the fact of the matter is, what we are seeing take place in communities all across the country right now.
Right.
What else would you call it? Right?
Yeah,
you have
sure.
masked men with no identification grabbing people off the street.
Sure.
I don't know what else you would call it. Right? That is terrorism. Plain and simple.
That to me is they don't identify themselves in any way that I've seen.
Exactly.
Other than just say, we're ICE.
Yeah.
Or they may have something
I don't even think they say that. It just says police. I've seen people.
Whatever.
You can
buy that.
You can buy it as a costume on Amazon. You can dress it all up. You can put the mask on, right? Nobody's going to know the difference whether or not you really are ICE. Okay?
Right. Sure.
So when Mayor Joe Carr comes out and says that the county commission should rebuke what she said,
it's a disgrace.
Is absurd. It is completely ridiculous on so many levels. Number one, these are the same Republicans who have never, ever rebuked Donald Trump for what happened on January 6th, 2021.
True.
We all saw it live on TV.
Yes.
We watched it happen, right? Those people that stormed the Capitol, those insurrectionists
of the United States,
they assaulted police officers.
Right. 5 people dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, don't give me your back the blue, you have nothing to stand on. The Rutherford County GOP had a fundraiser for a convicted January 6th insurrectionist who went to jail for assaulting police officers. Spare me, right?
Yeah.
You have nothing to preach to me about. So another fact is that Commissioner Oliver is there to represent the people of her district.
And she's doing a very good job.
She's doing a very good job.
That's exactly right.
Here is a fact. Her district is a majority-minority district. It's the only one in Rutherford County.
Right.
There's a large Hispanic population in that district.
And it
in Rutherford
scares
County.
this bunch to death.
And she is doing nothing more than telling the rest of the county commission the fears of the people of her district. So, to me, the mayor asking to rebuke Commissioner Oliver is nothing more than another case of Republicans not being able to handle dissent. We see this all the time in Nashville. We see it right here in Rutherford County. They dismiss anything that comes from a Democrat voice.
Well, they've never rebuked me. I wonder why they don't.
You're not.
Could it be
you're
because
not,
I don't pull enough punch? I mean,
well, maybe you should sign up for public comments now. Okay, go do a 3-minute speech.
I do make public comments every Sunday evening here at 8:00.
Well, I mean, go do it at the county courthouse every once in a while, and maybe you'll get their attention more. But here's the thing,
they'll
right?
rebuke me then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
they'll
that's
be
fine.
rebuked. So, I mean, don't give me any of this, right? I don't want to hear it, because to me, number one, she's exercising her free speech.
That's exactly right.
Right?
That's right.
She is giving voice to the concerns of her constituents.
That's right.
And honestly, she stated a fact.
She did.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So,
now we wish she could comment tonight, but she is out of town.
Yep.
Please explain. She is out of town.
She's out of town today.
And she knows she's welcome here anytime.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, she called me. It was back, I don't know, about a year ago, whenever it was, and said, I think it was about on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, and said, hey, I want to be, I'm coming. I'm going to be on your show Sunday. I said, oh, really? And guess what? Sunday night she was here along with a couple of guests, and that's fine.
Yeah.
She's welcome here just like you at any time. What is so terrible about a commissioner? What are our commissioners supposed to do? Just sit at their desk, feet on the floor, looking straight forward, and just do as they're told?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's
Really?
maybe that's what they've gotten used to over the years.
I think they have.
I think that's what they've gotten used to over the years. And, that's one of the things that I've really, really wanted to push as chair of the Democratic Party is to just make noise, right?
Sure.
There's so many people in
Don't make a
Rutherford County.
racket, make noise.
Make noise, yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's always surprising to me how many people don't even really know that we're here, right? The
Republicans have done a very good job of that.
Yeah, I know. We have been pretty well marginalized over the last, decade and a half.
And Matt, and I want to say this is, and we'll talk more about this, I guess. The last meeting the city had, they had it at a church.
Yeah.
Do you mean to tell me we had orientation at the World Outreach Center or whatever that place is out there?
Yeah.
Do you mean to tell me we don't have a facility in Rutherford County big enough to have an orientation for our new teachers?
I'm sure there's plenty of high school gymnasiums that could have covered that.
Gymnasium, or they have auditoriums.
Yeah.
Fine auditoriums that I've been in over the years when our children were in school. Okay? Connor's going to take us to our last set of breaks. Matt Fee is with me. He's chairman of the Rutherford County Democrat Party. Of course, you all know who I am. I'm troublemaker Ed Raymer, and I'll run into you on the streets this week. It's all right. Why don't you give us a call and state your opinion, because this is about the last place you can do it here in Rutherford County. Back with you right after this. Connor, take us to a break. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And we're back. Matt Fee. Matt, how you doing? We're going to get out of here. We've got about 17 minutes left. Go ahead, Matt. Where we want to go?
Well, let's talk about this then. We've talked about everything that happened over the week this week. What this really all boils down to me, at the end of all of this, is that one thing I want to do is just make noise and be noticeable. But, if we're ever going to be able to change these things that are happening around here, we have to win some elections.
We're going to have to. Yes.
We have to win some elections. And the most important ones to me are happening in August of next year. I think it's August 6th, 2026 is that election date. I could be wrong. I don't have it in front of me. But Rutherford County Democratic Party is going to have a candidate interest meeting at the Laverne Library on September 13th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
So if you're interested in becoming a candidate and helping to make change here in Rutherford County, please think about joining us there on that day. Or even if you're not interested in being a candidate, but you want to help, we are going to need lots of volunteers to help, knock doors, make phone calls, do all of those things that are going to help us elect Democrats to things like the county commission, like Murfreesboro City Council, like the school board, the county school board especially.
Yeah, that would help.
I feel like every time I come on here, Ed, that's probably what I talk about the most is the county school board, but
Right.
I've actually not talked about them a whole lot today. But yeah, I mean, all of those things are up for election when we get to August of next year. So number one, come visit us September 13th at the Laverne Library and learn about either becoming a candidate or how to support local candidates here in Rutherford County.
Right, and I couldn't agree more. And Carol Ann Elmore White, she is down around Chattanooga. And good evening, Ed and Matt. Eager to hear a recap of the week's events at Rutherford County. You should have been here, dear. It's been something else, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
else?
And
Hello, Mike Beach. Thank you. And Mark Riddle, I think, is out there. Thank you. Jim, if you're out there, thank you. Okay. We got people that are listening. Sandy, if you're there, thank you. Appreciate it. I think she's in California, I believe. I don't know. And
then one other thing, Ed.
Yes.
Still talking about the whole, mayor car and this rebuke thing.
Yes.
Another thing that I've been asking people to do, and I wished I had remembered this before, but that's to Tuesday morning when the mayor's office opens.
Yeah.
Call the mayor's office and politely pass a message along, because Joe Carr's not going to be the one that answers the phone. So please be nice to the person who answers the phone.
Sure.
But tell them that you support Hope Oliver and what she said.
I agree.
and that we ask Mayor Carr to push Sheriff Fitzhugh to cancel the 287G agreement. And I had the mayor's phone number right
I was
here,
just
but
going to
I
ask
forgot.
Connor to get it for us, to get the mayor's phone number at the courthouse, please.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, it's 898-7745. That's 615-898-7745. I almost had that memorized earlier this week, and like it literally just popped out of my brain.
898-7745.
898-7745. So very politely ask the person who answers the phone to pass that message along to County Mayor Joe Carr, because I don't think we should waste time rebuking a county commissioner who's doing nothing but, sharing the concerns of her constituents.
I would be concerned to ask. Concerned. I don't guess. I mean, I'm not really thinking much of it, to be honest with you. But I'm curious to know: has anyone ever been rebuked before? I'm talking about in recent 10 years, last 5 or 10 years.
Actually, you don't even have to go back that far. Mayor Joe Carr was censured by the county commission. It was actually about 1 year ago. I think it was about this same time last year. The county commission censured Mayor Carr. I don't remember who all voted yes, like in favor or against of it. But yeah, Joe Carr was censured because he did not follow the county's purchasing process when he signed a contract with Waste Management. It had not been approved yet.
Right. We have a caller on the line. Caller, please go ahead.
Good evening, gentlemen. This is Terry over in East Tennessee.
Hello, Terry. How are you doing?
Well, I called to wish you guys a happy Labor evening.
Well, thank you. I'm going home and put a Boston Blood on a smoker. How about that?
What time's dinner tomorrow?
Your guest is
Around 3.
very knowledgeable and very true about what we need to do.
Sure.
And it's obvious what's going on with the labor and with our politics in this state is that every time labor or people who believe in fairness and equality and all this, they just knock us down with their money.
Terry, it is Labor Day. Without unions, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Exactly.
We would not. We wouldn't have a pot to pee in.
Yeah, and I know, unions aren't the answer to everything. I understand that. But, I mean, unions were the standard of what you got paid per hour. When I grew up, when a new factory came to town, I grew up in coal country, as you know, and when there's a new place coming in, what are they going to pay? Well, it'll be back in that day, around $12, $13 an hour. Hey, that's almost as much as the union job pays. That was the scale.
People do not seem to realize that the strength in their income and their wages is their ability to be a group as one whole group.
Right.
To stand up for themselves. And that's what's
exactly
wrong with
right.
most Tennesseans. They don't know how to stand up for themselves.
We're finding that out. Oh, Lord, I'm telling you. Yeah, we're finding it out here, and you are exactly right.
That's exactly right. Look,
they just keep voting these people right back in. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Hey, look, I am the child of a union worker. My dad worked for General Motors, and he was part of the UAW for a long time.
Sure.
And I even kind of, my career started in the automotive industry too, right? I totally get it, right? The whole thing about collective bargaining, right? We are all stronger together than we are as individuals.
True. Always have been.
It's always been true, right?
Because they just laugh at you if you're not.
Yeah, I know. Me trying to get, by myself trying to advocate for, better wages and things like that at a large corporation, they just laugh at me, right?
Sure.
But then when we band together, right, and we use our labor as, leverage.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just like Ed said, right? Not every industry is going to be unionized, but when the union gets better wages, that's going to raise the market for everybody else too. What's good for the unions is good for everybody. That is just a fact, right?
Yes, sir.
And
here's
if
the thing. in Tennessee, people have lost their ability to come up with an individualism. They want to vote by what they see on TV,
True.
and they get brainwashed. Then they go to church and they hear somebody say this or that about this person, or they hear it through the grapevine at the office, or they hear it at the workplace. Oh, no, and you know who circulates all that stuff. I mean, it's organized. Yeah. It's not just gossip. Yeah. It's organized gossip. Everybody knows it, and it's coming right here from the Republican officials in this state. And they do it on purpose, and the people here are so gullible, they just eat it up, and we can't get anybody with any kind of sense in there to fight these people. I don't understand why people hadn't had a wage increase in 25 years. What's wrong with people?
Yeah. I mean, the minimum wage has been
$7.35
for
$7.35
for how long?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous, right? And you know, minimum wage is just a minimum wage. You know, it really should be a living wage, right? That should be the minimum. I mean, you know, what was it like? I think it was up until the 70s. Minimum wage went up with productivity.
Sure it did.
And then those two things were decoupled from each other,
right.
where American labor productivity has skyrocketed, right? If those two things had been kept together, what I think I saw somewhere, minimum wage would be something like $25 an hour.
$25 an hour. Elizabeth Warren said it. Go ahead, Terry.
Well, I'll just say your guest is very knowledgeable, very intelligent, but he needs to be a little more boisterous, in my opinion.
Let me ask you, Terry, do you think he needs to be a little more like me?
I think he needs to be a little more like, let's see, the great governess of Texas, who got up there and scammered and scuttered and raised HELL every day in front of their Congress and got things done.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, look, I'll tell you this, right? I still consider myself a newbie at all of this, right? I literally started into like the Rutherford County Democratic Party like 2 years ago.
That's right.
Okay. So I'm someone who's been a lifelong Democrat, but never really been active. And I just came to a point or a realization with myself that said, I can't sit back and not do anything anymore.
And right? We're glad you're not.
We're glad we're not. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, cause like, you know, you see, you're either part of the solution or, you know, you're not. Right. And I want to be part of the solution.
Terry, may I ask you, have you had a problem? You're closer to Knoxville over there, correct?
Yes.
Is this ICE thing affecting any of your counties as it come up? I'm sure it hasn't.
They're afraid to come in here, I believe.
Really?
There's too many guys running around with rifles up in their back window.
Oh, okay. Well, that could be an answer.
No. But I really feel they haven't come into Tennessee much because it's a Republican state.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's wanting to fight on. Trump is with Chicago, but I've got some bad news for him. He may find his first real fight there, and
he's going to find it if he gets up here into these hills and these mountains of East Tennessee. They're going to be scapegoated just like the revenuers were back in the 20s and the 30s.
Oh my goodness, we don't want to go there. Right?
They put white smoke up in the air, you know, when they saw one of them coming.
No, never go down Copperhead Road, as Steve Earle wrote.
There you go. There you go.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
This poor man has no idea what we're talking about, Terry. He really does. I mean, you talk about throwing into the deep end of the pool.
Yeah. I feel like there's a good documentary I need to know about somewhere along the way right there.
Yeah, you get those people on your side, and let me tell you something. There won't be any government anywhere within 50 miles.
Oh yeah. That can go the other way. Yeah, that can get a little dangerous too. But,
yes, it could.
You know. But like I said, Terry, with this thing, someone's going to get hurt, someone's going to get killed. They're going to push this thing so far. Now, you do have people that will fight back, and I don't want that.
I'm actually thinking, Ed, that the city of Chicago and the whole state of Illinois is going to put up a fight.
They may very well do it. I mean, and I'm not sitting back wishing for that.
See their police force fighting up against the government. You know.
You may actually see it. Yeah. And let's make it clear too. There is a difference between what we're talking about here with the National Guard and ICE. Now, that's a whole different ballgame. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I would hate to see that, but
I would too.
You push people so far. That's what's happening in this country. They're going to push so far until people finally have had enough. And then when it's too late, they'll try to do something about it. And they'll declare martial law, and then everything will go to pot.
Well, if we're not careful, we might cross that. Terry, I want to thank you. I thank you for your support. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You know that. And I will be talking to you through Facebook or wherever it might be. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Terry. Appreciate your call.
You have a God-blessed evening, both of you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Terry Levinson, he's over in East Tennessee, over around Knoxville. And a good man and a good supporter.
That was interesting. Like I said, you guys lost me somewhere along the way.
You never heard the song by Steve Earle?
Maybe I have, but, I'm not.
You got to listen to the words.
Okay, all right. I'll check
but
that out
Daddy
later.
ran whiskey in a big black Dodge.
Like a moonshining song?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Bought it in an auction at a Mason's Lodge. I know about the Mason's Lodge, too, because I wear it right here.
Okay.
And
so, hey, look, I would be doing myself a disservice if I did not plug our upcoming fundraiser for the Rutherford County Democratic Party.
Please.
It is the Blue Harvest, and it is on September 26th. We will be at Austin Audio and Visual, which is just right over here on West Main Street. If you go to rcdp.org, you can find out more about it or get to our links on Linktree through there and find the tickets. We will have speakers. We will have a silent auction. There will be a bake sale. And, and this actually might be my favorite part of the whole thing, a chili cook-off. So Tiffany, people may not realize this. Rutherford County Democratic Party had a chili cook-off sometime in 2024.
Okay.
And Tiffany is the reigning and defending Rutherford County chili cook-off champion.
Let me say this.
She will be defending that title.
Okay, now I'm going to throw my hat in the ring for the first time.
Okay.
I have an award-winning chili recipe. It won an award.
Okay, bring it on. But
it was an award.
It is not the reigning and defending Rutherford County chili cook-off champion. So
well, but Tiffany, come on,
you've got to bring it, Ed. Come on. We still need people to enter the chili cook-off, so please feel free. Please feel free.
It did.
We'd love to see you there.
It won a contest. People loved it. They did. And I might just I'm about halfway committed. I might just do that.
All right.
I try to keep everything right here at the station where I can just aggravate Connor, but I might actually do that. Matt, thank you so much. Matthew Fee. He is the head of your Rutherford County Democrat Party, and we're glad to have him here and glad for what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And he has been thrown into the deep end of the pool until next Sunday at 8 o'clock. Y'all have a great Labor Day. Keep it safe, people, and be nice to each other, okay? Till then, next Sunday at 8 o'clock, I'll catch you.